The price of Bitcoin just made another attempt to break through this resistance level here at $21,500. The current price of Bitcoin is $21,300. And today, we're going to look at the price of Bitcoin, assess whether we're going to get that breakout. I'm going to tell you what I've done, because I've made a change when it comes to trades. And I've also opened up another trade on a different altcoin. So I'm going to show you all of that in today's video. We're also going to be checking in on the price of TAP that keeps rallying to the upside. And I'm still expecting 100 Satoshi TAP in the very, very near term future. So if you are interested in this, some Ethereum analysis, slap a like on today's video. We're trying to get to 500 likes on this video. We managed it yesterday and the day before, so slap a like. Also, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. We're trying to reach 100,000 subscribers on this channel this year. So far, so good. We're growing at a nice pace. So slap a like and let's crack on. First things first, the price of Bitcoin is trying to break above this resistance level right here. It's very clear that the second that we break above this resistance level, we moon pretty gosh darn quickly. It seems very likely that the price of Bitcoin would rise up quite significantly if we were to get that breakout above $21,500. When it comes to my current open trades, again, BYBIT is working a little bit better today on my computer, but it's still struggling. Anyway, current open trades, I've got a long position on Link and a long position on Bitcoin. My Link position is a $40,000 long position, currently sat in $370 or $392 of profit. That entry point on there is $6.75. I'm expecting in the next few days some serious price increases in the price of Link. Why am I expecting the price increase in the price of Link? First of all, well, let's look at the Link chart. If we go over to the Link chart right here, I'm going to go to this one, scroll down to the bottom, open up the price of Link right here. This is the current price of Link. We can see that basically Link is somewhat forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. It's somewhat of a kind of, it's an inverse head and shoulders pattern of sorts. At the same time, though, I'm not really interested in the chart patterns here. I'm more so interested in this. We've got one key level of liquidity breakthrough on Link, which will be up to $6.78. And then after that point there, we have a huge moon to the upside that I would be expecting, given that if we look at the long-term price for Link and we zoom out on this chart, look at that. We've got basically no resistance after this level all the way up to maybe this level up here. And that level up there is approximately $27 Link. Being that the price of Link is currently $6, this is why I've opened a long position on the price of Link. I think the market is on the turn. I think things are going to bounce. Again, we're seeing that in the price of TAP. We're seeing that in a few other different cryptocurrencies right now. And on the whole, the market looks more so bullish than it does bearish, certainly. Now, of course, the price of Bitcoin is literally breaking out at the time of filming this video right now. We are breaking. Oh, this is looking really interesting. We'll have to keep checking in on this chart throughout today's video. But if we do pop the top here at, what's it, $21,500, currently $21,420, whatever dollars, it's looking good is this. And my current trade, I imagine, is it's in profit now. $620 on Link and $400 on Bitcoin. My Bitcoin position that I've got open is $133,000 long position using cross 5x leverage. So I had the margin to open up this Link trade right here. And this morning, again, we've made about $800, something like that. Don't forget, of course, if you are interested in trading, please check out the links in today's video description. They've got lovely sign-up bonuses on there. You get $8,000 for free if you sign up on, BitGet, and $30,000 on BYBIT, depending on what you deposit and how much volume you trade. They basically give you free fees back, essentially. Now, at the same time, you get $15 for free for signing up on the link to BitGet in today's video description. Now, I've been looking at BitGet as well. I've also transferred about $700 into this account. Basically, I sold a tiny amount of my Polkadot, took a tiny amount of profit on the Polkadot trade, and now I've got $741 to play with on BitGet. And at the time of filming today's video, I figure that why not? Let's just open a long position here. What margin am I using? I'll show you how to open a position, basically. We need to reduce the leverage here. Because it's only a small amount of money, I'm going to use a higher amount of leverage. Also, it's on Bitcoin, so it's not quite as volatile as other stuff. And I'm just going to go 100% in, buy long, press buy right there, bish bash bosh. Oh, there you go. You got a sound effect as well. Again, you can see right here, unrealized P&L, $2. Now, it depends, of course, if we break to the upside or not. If we fail to break out here, I'm going to show you now where I intend on placing my stop losses for these trades. Again, my entry on Link is my entry on Link is pretty good. The entry on Bitcoin, don't know if it's good, don't know if it's bad. The market is going to get volatile over the next couple of days. And of course, we're expecting news from the Fed at some point today. And I expect that news to be good news. However, you never know. It is the Fed. So just keep an eye on the charts right now and keep your stop losses tight. So when it comes to stop losses on the price of Bitcoin, my stop loss is pretty simple. I'm going to place my stop losses approximately at $21,000. That would be a break to the downside of this level of resistance right here. But it's also important to point out that we could just dip into this level of liquidity should we fail and go bearish. So we might actually be better off putting our stop losses around $20,793, which would be the bottom of this zone right here. Because again, we do have liquidity in this range. And if we were to break to the downside of it, we do a big break to the downside because we've got no lower liquidity in these levels right here. But from my perspective anyway, it does look more so likely that we get a breakout on the price of Bitcoin. And yeah, things are looking pretty good. If I actually look now at how we're doing on the VWAP, we didn't quite break to the downside of it. We did here technically, and we did here technically, and we've not yet broken to the upside of the VWAP. However, that's only on the 15-minute chart. If we go over to the hourly chart again, very much similar on the VWAP, but again, we came down, we touched it. We didn't officially break to the downside, but we're currently touching the top of this red band right here. Not a bad thing at all, because it tends to be that when we're touching the top of the red band and we get one of these red candles that forms on the VWAP, we do tend to head to the upside after we've had those candles form on the chart. So that's also pretty good news as far as I'm concerned. I think the overall market sentiment is pretty good right now. Now, when it comes to TAP, TAP's price is on one right now. I'm still expecting 100 Satoshi TAP throughout the course of the next couple of days or so. I'd be surprised if it didn't happen. Now, the price of TAP is currently at 85 Satoshis. If we scroll through the order book, we do have a lot of sell pressure here around 100. But I also expect that sell pressure, again, it's not pressure. This is just in the order book. So these are people that would take profits at these various different levels. But I don't really expect that that's going to be all that difficult to overcome, being that if you look, there's 25 Bitcoin or whatever up to 100 Satoshis, or 33 Bitcoin up to 100 Satoshis if you include these massive sell walls. I think that these are going to decrease. Again, I've been watching the order book for a few days now, and I'd be, well, not more than a few days. But essentially, I'd be expecting these people that are selling at these levels, as soon as it gets close, I think they'll pull the sell orders and then the price will rise through those barriers quite quickly. At the same time, I want to point out, look at that volume, 184 Bitcoin of volume on TAP. TAP is currently the most traded coin on Bittrex with $4 million of volume in the past 24 hours period. To have 184 Bitcoin of buy volume and sell volume in 24 hours on a coin like this is not insignificant at all. That is a really serious change in sentiment. And at the same time, I expect that sentiment is, of course, a very bullish change right now. And 25 Bitcoins all the way up to 100 sats, well, that pales in significance to the 184 Bitcoins of volume that we've seen over the past 24-hour period. So I'm, of course, still bullish on TAP. Why wouldn't I be bullish on TAP? Volume is rising. Price is rising. The whole thing is looking pretty good. We may pennant out a little bit further here, but at the same time, the worst case scenario is we go sideways at these levels. I don't see us dropping to the downside at all, because again, most people that hold TAP wouldn't just dump onto the order book. And again, if you want to take profits on something that you've invested in, never, ever just drop it into the order book. You want to sell, put it in the line like everybody else. And then when you do put it in the line like everybody else, you get the price of which you want, rather than just dropping it into the order book and losing a bunch of money from slippage. That's not how to sell an altcoin. Now I've pointed that out again. Still bullish on TAP, of course, bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, $21,434. I'm expecting the breakout very, very, very soon. And of course, if you don't have the TAP application or don't have any Bitcoin, please do check out the links in today's video description. You can buy Bitcoin on TAP and you can trade Bitcoin on BYBIT and BitGet. So yeah. On that note, guys, thank you all very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget, please do slap a like on it. We are trying to hit 500 likes on this video, and at the same time, subscribe, trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.